Just saw Monster Hunter in the Dolby Theater at AMC and I had an absolute blast. Monsters! Monsters! I love monsters! Now I know, when you see a movie called Monster Hunter, there's a few questions you have to ask yourself. Are you looking for character development? Are you looking for nuance? Are you looking for a coherent story structure or plot? Or are you looking for sprinkles of underlying subtext that reflect the cultural or political times that we are living in today? No, when I see a movie called Monster Hunter, I want the monsters. I usually have kind of a beef when it comes to these movies because they'll advertise it like The Cave or The Meg, and it takes you 45 minutes to an hour just to see the damn thing. When I go to a creature feature, I want to see the creatures. It's kind of like Crawl that came out. It was so good because right off the bat, they just hit you with alligators and gators everywhere. So when I saw Monster Hunter, I'm like, give me monsters and I'll be fine. The only question I would have allowed was, does it live up to the video game? Now, I'm not a gamer, so I can't answer that question. I have no idea. So I'm in a better spot than most people to watch this movie because I love monsters. The bigger, the better. I'm not looking for a plot or story structure, and I could care less what happens to the characters. For me, it's like Pacific Rim or Godzilla vs. Kong. And when people say about the actors that are in it and how they didn't really get too deep into these plot lines, I'm like, who cares? Were there monsters? Were they destroying buildings? Were they fighting each other? That's all I showed up for. That's what my money was for. Give me monsters and give me mayhem. Now, this one got me a bunch of times because I saw it in a Dolby Theater. It was beautiful. Long viva la movie theater. Shall they never die, because there's nothing quite like it. I jumped a lot, not because this movie was scary, but because, you're watching and you're like, what the hell? Then all of a sudden, and you're like, whoa, what the hell was that? Why would you? So I'm not sure how this is going to translate watching it at home. Hopefully you have a really big screen. But if you're like me and sometimes you just need cheese, it's the ultimate guilty pleasure. If you just like ultimate terrible, who cares about what the critics say or the reception of the movie, and you just want to see big monsters fighting little tiny squishy humans, then yeah, this movie gets a go. I had a good time watching it. It gave me enough big budget, great special effects, monsters, battling people for me to be satiated. So no, it's not a good movie, but it was a fun time.